Keter Sanctuary and the 2018 Houston Rockets are more alike than you think. Just like how Vanguard is always evolving, the NBA is too. This is seen in the many different playstyles out there. Bastion seeks to hit grade 3s on drive checks because hitting it means you win the game by extending and taking control with powerful attacks. And for the 2018 Houston Rockets, they want to hit their three-pointers to essentially double the points they would get off possessions over time. So for today's video, to celebrate my love for the NBA and upcoming Overdress releases, we are going to look at my favorite nations so far as comparable to my favorite sports team. The deck list I'm a big fan of for Keter Sanctuary uses 27 grade 3s, 1 grade 2, 1 grade 1, and 17 grade 0s to take advantage of your main Vanguard skill. So if you're interested to see how powerful this deck is, be sure to stick around because the text don't lie. Apex Ruler Bastion is a powerful grade 3 unit out of Start Deck 3, which states that continuous Vanguard circle during your turn. All your grade 3 units get plus 2k, and at the end of the battle that your drive check revealed a grade 3, discard 1, stand 1 of your rearguards and it gets 10k. This effect is so good. It makes it so you have a chance to turn all of your drive checks into either their designated trigger or an OG stand trigger kinda, thus extending your turn and power output to further defeat your opponent. And it's this effect that makes the rest of your deck worth it to run grade 3s in my opinion, just because hitting a grade 3 is better than any other card, and in the words of superstar sports analyst Dan Patrick, live by the 3, die by the 3. Fortunately, there is a way to make this strategy worth it while still keeping defense and numbers, and here are the cards that can make it happen. Hopeful Tetsudo is a powerful blitz order which plays a lot like Trevor Ariza, as the best offense is a good defense. If you have 3 or more units, choose one of your units and it gets plus 15k until the end of that battle. This turns your Vanguard, which is likely to be attacked, into a 28k base, making it easier for you to guard should you need it. But also note that it is a grade 3, so you could perform Bastion skill with it drive checked, allowing you to have what I call defensive firepower. Another card that has defensive firepower is actual analyst Coco Bell. Just like PJ Tucker, who supported James Harden, Coco Bell supports Bastion because when placed on Guardian Circle, this unit gets plus 5k shield for every 2 grade 3 units, including itself. So basically this card makes it so it matches the shield value of your grade 1s or grade 0s depending on the situation, making this card that much more worth it to play at 4. Darkstrain Dragon is our Eric Gordon, which is our 6th man, making himself and everyone better when he's out on the court. It has the skill that when you have 3 or more grade 3 units, you can Soul Blast 2 and all your grade 3s gain boost until the end of turn. And with the power of grade 3s, you can force extra stages and cards from hand out of your opponent. And finally for our 6th man, Knight of Broadaxe for Fluke. Just like Chris Paul, CP3 gives power to our rearguards. For free, you could send it to the soul and choose one of your grade 3 rearguards and it gets 10k, making it so you could filter it out as a dead grade 3 or play without boosters, but most importantly, fuel up soul because a lot of the cards in this deck use soul. Now onto the deck profile, starting off with the Ride deck, which features our Start Deck Ride line, Bastion and Friends. Fort and Rooks are powerful grade 1 and 2 that have the skill to respectfully call and draw when rode upon and you meet the conditions. And then of course we have our standard starter. Now the deck profile, going left to right, we have our remaining Bastion after our Ride line, then what I call our grade 3 party. Coco Bell at 4 and Hopeful Tetsudo to round out our defensive options gone over earlier. Then on to row 2. Kicking off row 2, we have Grand Heavenly Sword Alden, which is essentially a Pot of Greed, which allows you to draw 2 cards at the cost of a Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 1, but most importantly powers up by 5k each time it attacks and you have 3 or more grade 3 units. Then 3 Refluke to help with Soul as mentioned earlier. And then next we have 3 Knight of War Damage Facade, which can't be chosen by card effects, and when its attack hits you could countercharge 1 and soul charge 1. This effect is so good because it could help you play around Brantgate, and the second you get it out, it's always going to be pressure for your opponent. Then rounding out row 2 is Great Snake Wage Solaria, which discarded during your turn at the cost of Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 could draw a card. And then our Sentinel of the deck, which is the set one. And then finally our triggers, featuring 8 criticals for extra damage, 3 draws for maintaining advantage, 1 over trigger, it has a draw, so I kind of treat it as kind of a 4th draw, but it also helps you extend further with its insane skill to give rearguards drive checks, and then 4 heal. I hope you all enjoyed this kind of original breakdown over Keter Sanctuary. This is my favorite nation to play, and the world better watch out when I get my hands on these cards. Just like the Rockets, I'm going to be coming for the crown, and hopefully, unlike the Rockets story, I could make it there. With that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I hope you guys can try this deck for yourself. and see you all next time. Peace.